Man in the back, at the back, in a green shirt. Yes, sir.
My name is Orengama Adonga. I live in Lacho, in Gulu town. Let's go back to the issue of policy formulation in education, looking back into the implementation of policies for vocational training, universal primary education, and universal secondary education. Way back in 1953, the British already had plans like that, which were adopted by the post-independence government. And in consequence, in 1973, Amin passed the Directorate of Industrial Training Decree, which created and expanded vocational training in institutions in Uganda and gave us the human resource for running our industries. And in 1980, the UPC government decided that for universal primary education, USE, and universal vocational education and training to succeed, there must be vocational schools at least in every sub-county, and primary schools in every parish, and secondary schools in every sub-county. Unfortunately, though the UPC Act was able to achieve that by 1984, at least to 30%, in 24 years, the NRM has done the reverse. Look at the fact that governments in the US, Germany, and others have been giving a lot of money for promoting vocational training in Uganda. The monies have disappeared.
Okay.
Now, I'm concluding.
Yeah, please.
What are we going to do to ensure that the good promises to improve our vocational education policy implementations is done within the next 5 years by these parties, other than just making promises and promises in 24 years and more 5 years and 30 years?
Okay.
Thank you.
Richard, go for it, and very briefly.
Governance is a struggle. It's not a one-stop center. You rightly was narrating how the colonial administration came up with the educational policy in 1953. You rightly said how Amin passed a decree. You rightly said how UPC planned for universal secondary education, vocational training centers. Those were plans, but NRM came and implemented those plans. So we thank you. We thank everybody who participated. If today our manifesto is good, definitely, if UPC comes to power, they're not going to rubbish all that we have done. You build on what we have done. So NRM implemented your policy if you claim it was yours. And I think that was good.